Hey, what's going on YouTube land? It's your boy TJ and welcome to my YouTube channel, Wrestling Nostalgia, where I give my reviews on the WWE shows and PLE events. And today I want to go ahead and get into my WrestleMania predictions. Yes, it is a 2-day event. It's Saturday and Sunday. I have a very busy weekend of reviews to do, including Stand and Deliver as well. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So let's go ahead and skip right into the chase and get into my WrestleMania predictions. So in no particular order, like at all, I'm going to get right into the 6-woman tag match, which consists of Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control, which consists of Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Dakota Kai. So my prediction for this is actually Jade Cargill's debut WrestleMania. So I don't see in a world where her team is going to lose. So I'm picking Jade Cargill's team to win because this is her WrestleMania debut. I just don't see her losing this match. And including with Bianca Belair, remember, she has a really good track record at WrestleMania. So it's a no-brainer. Jade Cargill, Bianca, and Naomi for the win all the way. This next one is the tag team match. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar. This particular match is kind of in the air. Either one of these people can win. And to be real, I really don't have a dog in this fight. Well, not really. I do like Santos Escobar. I understand that like everybody can't stand his guts, but I think he's a dope and phenomenal wrestler. And I feel like he thrives more as a heel. And I'm loving this side of him. And he looked really, really good in that white suit. He looked amazing. And he came off so smooth. He really did look good in that white suit. I think that Dominic Mysterio and Santos are going to come out with the win with this one. But then again, it's WrestleMania. So if I had to pick a winner, I would pick who I think is going to win and who I want to win. Who I want to win is Santos' team. Who I think is going to win is going to be Rey. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rey Mysterio is great in his own right, but I'm kind of like, you know, you're in the Hall of Fame now, sir. Hazel, you're 38 years old. How long you going to be doing this?
Hazel, you 38 years old. How long you going to be doing this?
Like I said, much love and respect to Rey, but I just feel like it's time to hang it up at some point. But hey, it ain't my decision, so hey, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This next one is the first time ever 2 twin brothers are going to fight at WrestleMania, which is Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Twin, where have you been? Nobody loves you. So it's going to be Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Who I want to win, of course, Jey Uso. Who I think may win is Jimmy because, to be honest, he has more to lose in this particular match because, I mean, let's be honest, the rise in popularity of Jey Uso is at a high point. And with Jimmy, I'm not going to lie, kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit. Definitely since he went back to the bloodline, which didn't make sense. It kind of regressed his character a little bit. So I think they're going to go with Jey Uso. They may do like a best of 3 series all the way until SummerSlam. I could definitely see that going on for these two. They are very, very talented, highly gifted athletes. They could carry a storyline into SummerSlam, and I think the fans will definitely here for it. I don't feel like they would be like, oh my goodness, like how long they're going to be fighting? Like, goodness gracious. So I feel like they could prolong the storyline all the way until SummerSlam and do like a best of 3 where they keep getting involved in each other's business since they're doing it anyway. So we'll see. I don't know if it's going to end at WrestleMania or they're going to prolong it until SummerSlam, but I definitely would be here for it. Yeah, Jey Uso for the win. This next one is AJ Styles versus LA Knight. So this is actually pretty interesting. To me, just to answer it mainly, I think LA Knight is going to win. LA Knight is way more popular than AJ Styles. All due respect to AJ Styles, he does not need this win. This is LA Knight's debut WrestleMania, and he needs this win, obviously. I feel like the meteoric rise that we all seen last year for LA Knight was definitely awe-inspiring. It's crazy because it seemed like it happened right after a Wyatt match. And rest in peace to Bray Wyatt, of course. Much respect to that man. After that, he just went up. He even beat out Roman Reigns merchandise sales. And it's crazy to think about. He beat the world champions in merch. So I do feel like he's going to win this match. And LA Knight for the win. In this next match, it is the 6-person tag team ladder match for the undisputed tag team championships. Who do I want to win and who do I think is going to win? I don't know why I have a funny feeling that the undisputed tag team champions are not coming out with this win. I don't know why. I feel like either they're going to go with, I think with the WWE where they're more so leaning towards, definitely with the popularity rising up for R-Truth. I feel like it's going to go to R-Truth for some reason and The Miz because of the popularity thing. Who do I kind of want to win is DIY only because, you know, I kind of got a soft spot for them. I feel like they had a rough start in the beginning and they were finding their footing. And once they left, you know, the NXT umbrella and they went to the main roster, I was like fearful of that because it seems like with Vince, he has this thing with the NXT guys. Definitely if they're not over 200 pounds and big and bulky, it's like, oh, well, he smiles, so what am I doing with it? The New Day, they already had their time in the spotlight. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of tired of them, you know, oversaturating the tag team division. I definitely don't feel like they're going to come out with this win. And I love the New Day, but it's time for new blood. New Catch Republic, I don't see them winning this tag team match either. If so, this is just for shock value. I don't see them winning either. And Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they are really a good heel faction, to be honest, a great heel tag team, but I don't really see them coming out with this win either. So it's only between Awesome Truth and DIY. Between those two, I would not be mad. Even if the Judgment Day retained, I wouldn't be mad at that either. But I just feel like the Judgment Day's time is running out, if that makes sense. It's time for Damian Priest to, you know, branch off and do his own thing. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. Put a pinpoint in that just for 1 second. Another championship match, the Intercontinental Championship. The reigning Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, and Sammy. I'm going to be honest. I was not here for the pick of Sammy to be in this match up with Gunther and Sammy. We all seen Chad Gable got snubbed. I'm just going to keep it real. I love me some Sammy. I do feel like he deserves his WrestleMania matchup. But they could have did like another storyline where like he had a match at WrestleMania with somebody else, like a singles match or something like that. He could have started a rivalry with anybody else. I would say Shinsuke, but I don't want to see no more Shinsuke versus Sami Zayn matches for a long time. They done wore that storyline out. Oh my goodness. And they have used Shinsuke Nakamura as a jobber at this point, and it's really ridiculous. That man is a world-class athlete. He was, in New Japan Pro Wrestling and other wrestling corporations. So he won world championships over there. Why y'all using that man like that? It is so disrespectful. But anyways, I digress. If I had to pick between Sammy and Gunther, Gunther's going to win. So this next one is the tag team match. It is The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody and Seth Rollins. If I had to pick it, I would pick Cody and Seth to win it because I am so tired of this bloodline saturated storyline where every time when Roman fights, he always have his family members and 101 Dalmatians just go ahead and go in like the Calgary and help him assist in the win and retain his championship. It really is a wash, rinse, repeat storyline thing. We need some new blood. And then for the WWE, I don't know who it is. All these news wrestling circuits keep, he has to be Hulk Hogan's record of 1,400 days. Who cares? Oh my gosh, if y'all don't shut up about that. Nobody cares about him beating Hulk Hogan's record. You want to know why? Because Roman will never beat Hulk Hogan's record truly, even if they do have him go over on Cody for the World Championship, which is going to be a night 2. He doesn't have nearly enough defenses as Hulk Hogan does. So why are we even making this a thing or pushing this agenda? Nobody cares about him beating like he barely even shows up. At the end of the day, I just don't feel like it just makes sense. But who do I think is gonna win? It's gonna be The Rock and Roman. Duh. That much is definitely obvious to us, or at least to me. It is The Rock's reintroduction into WrestleMania as far as an in-ring competitor stance. They would have him booked to lose. Even if Roman takes the pin, it is going to be a Bloodlines rules match. They're going to come out with this win victorious. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This next one is the World's Women's Championship, which is Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. Who do I think and who do I want to win? It's Rhea Ripley for both. Get you somebody who could do both. No, for real though, because with the popularity and the insane amount of fandom that's surrounding Rhea Ripley, I really seriously doubt if they pull the trigger on her World Championship reign and have it end at WrestleMania, because of the fact that, to be honest, Becky doesn't need another World Championship. It's not in high demand, and to be real, I just don't want to see her with another championship reign again. I feel like this is a way to establish Rhea as a credible world champion, because, to be real, she haven't really had much competition outside of here and there people. And I just don't see where it would make sense for Becky Lynch to win. So it's going to be Rhea Ripley. Just simple. And for this next one, it is the Women's Championship. It is the reigning Women's Champion, Io Sky, versus one of the Four Horsewomen, Bayley. This is kind of a toss-up a little bit, because on the one hand, Bayley deserves her spotlight. Now, I wish this was one of the main events for night 1 at WrestleMania. This would have been a really, really good opportunity for Bayley to finally have everything culminate from searching for her Damage Control members and then getting them over at WrestleMania, having a stellar 5-star classic match. Bayley is definitely capable of doing that. And of course, Io Sky. And to be real with you, just to be really real, Io Sky's championship reign haven't really shattered the earth. And it's nothing against her. I think it's just the way they're booking her, because she can really, 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 really go in that ring, bar not second to none. Her in-ring work is just stellar, like very, very like A+ stellar. I love it. She does her thing, and I love it for her. It's just the way that they're booking her, they're not doing any favors. But until this particular rivalry with her and Bayley, they're leaning a little bit towards Io retaining. If I had to pick who I think is going to win, I think they're going to have Io retain. And the only reason why I feel that way is because the emergence of Jade Cargill coming into the picture, having her already eyeing her championship, it looks like they may have her retain and then have a more entertaining reign, and maybe drop the championship down the line against one of them. And if I had to pick somebody that she may go up against, it may be Jade Cargill. I think they will put on a good match. Who I want to win? Of course, Bayley. I love Bayley. She really has been putting on really stellar matches, and she has really been trying to strike out on her own, and she has gained a lot of sympathy and a lot of fanfare behind her, and she was the odds-on favorite to win the Royal Rumble, and I was happy for her, and I told y'all she was going to win that too. It's time for her to just go ahead and win another championship. It is in high demand for her to win it. I picked Bayley to win this one. Another championship match, the United States Championship. It is the United States Champion, Logan Paul. Boo. Randy Orton and KO, Kevin Owens. Who do I think is going to win this match? Who I think is going to win this match, I think it is going to be Logan Paul. And here's why. With all the fanfare and everybody wanting LA Knight to challenge him for his United States Championship, eventually that is going to be the storyline at some point. I don't know if it's going to be at the Backlash pay-per-view event or stretch it out into SummerSlam, which is in his hometown, Logan Paul's hometown. They're going to pull the trigger on that rivalry and probably try to stretch it out until SummerSlam. They may even have an interaction at WrestleMania or something like that to tease it. At some point, that is going to be Logan Paul's next challenger at some point. I don't know when, but they're going to go with Logan Paul to win this one. The World Championship match. Drew McIntyre versus the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. I'm going to be real with you, right? With Seth Rollins, his championship reign haven't really shattered the earth either to me. It's had its classic matchups, and it has its ups and downs, but it was mostly downs. It's time to end this reign. I'm going to just be really, really frank with you. His championship reign have been kind of borderline boring to me. The only reason why he got involved with that whole bloodline story is because he knew his championship reign was kind of like, And then with him having a rematch with Drew McIntyre, this is the third time, it just wouldn't make sense for him to win again. Even if they do have Damian Priest finally pull the trigger on Damian Priest's cash in and, win over him, I just don't. In what world would that make sense for him to win over Drew McIntyre for the third time? For all that, y'all might as well not even did this rematch. That's pointless. Who do I think is going to win? And who do I want to win? I think it's going to be Drew McIntyre. Who do I want to win? Drew McIntyre. And to be honest, really, I want Damian Priest to cash in. If Damian Priest cash in on Drew McIntyre, that's going to set Drew McIntyre's heel run even more into high gear, because now he's going to be hot on the Judgment Day's heels to take them out. All of them. Well, maybe not Rhea, but yeah, all the male members of Judgment Day. And that may be the end of them, and then have ascensions amongst the ranks with Judgment Day, and they'll finally end. And then maybe this will be the break of Damian Priest's solo run. Who do I want to win? Of course, Drew McIntyre. Who do I think is going to win? Drew McIntyre. But for real, like I said, Damian Priest is going to cash in. And he already sees that he wants to cash in anyway on the world champion. So we'll see. Stay tuned for that. And finally, the main event match for night 2 of WrestleMania. It is Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns is the reigning WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, and the Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Who do I want to win? Of course, Cody Rhodes. To be real with you, it's time to end this championship reign. Him and this whole, I don't know who's putting out this whole story about he has to beat Hulk Hogan's record of holding the championship 1,401 days or 3 or something like that. Who cares? The reason why, because like I said, he barely shows up. He barely is even on wrestling cards unless it's the big 4. It's time to end it. It's just time to dethrone him. Now is as good a time as any for him to finally drop the championship. And if he retains again, it definitely is going to be a big letdown, anticlimactic, just like last year. It just wouldn't make sense for him to win it. I feel like it's Cody's time to shine. But that's it for my predictions. Comment down below. Let me know, who do you want to win and who do you want to lose? Who do you think should go ahead and drop their championships, and who do you think should retain them? All of that other good stuff. And again, like, share, and subscribe. Help me grow my channel and all that other good stuff. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Peace out. TJ, I'm out.